Back in March, before quarantine and social distancing became a thing, I went to DC to visit Mi Jin, and I had a fun trip. I don't have a lot of content for that trip because it was like a quick weekend trip, and then also one day we stayed inside watching Love is Blind. In our defense, I wasn't feeling good that day, so it was literally like a get well kind of hangout. But the other day we went and saw the Washington Monument. We went by the White House, and we were in the area of all the museums, and we went out to eat. We went out to eat a lot. Though the highlight of my trip by far, like other than hanging out with Mi Jin, because that's always a highlight, like being with her is great, and that's what made DC awesome. But the activity highlight of my trip, other than eating too, was visiting the Museum of African American History. I was really interested. That's probably the number one place I wanted to go when I went to DC. The number one place. And when we first went there was this huge line, I guess, to get tickets to go in. So we were like, oh, we'll come back later maybe and see if the line's there, because we were just going to keep walking around. And then we came back later and there was no line. So we went over, but then they were saying that like they weren't giving tickets out anymore. Like they weren't letting people enter. And my face literally dropped. You see how excited I am? My face dropped. And I was like, oh. But then the person at the door was like, it's okay, you can come in. And I was like, yes! Okay, so I'm definitely on my own for a little bit. Let me put it back here. And I'm walking around H Street. Thank you, Lyft driver, that told me where I am, because without you, sir, I have no clue. To keep a little warmth in the bones, I got some hot chocolate from a little hole-in-the-wall Ethiopian cafe. And when I first walked in, I will tell you, hold on, let me show you. Okay, so when I first walked in, it was a little awkward because I walked in after this guy, and it seemed like I walked into a meeting, like a low-key meeting. Everyone's speaking at one table in hushed tones, and when I walked in, everyone looked at me. So I was like, yo guys, this is how Ashley gets kidnapped in DC, in a store. But it turned out that was not the case. I'm okay. I have my hot chocolate, so, you know, it seemed okay. And yeah, I'm just walking around. It's a cute little strip. I feel like I've gotten better at the whole talking to the camera while I'm walking thing, because I realize I just have no shame.
Si es verdad, me dijeron que te estás casando. Tú no sabes cómo estoy sufriendo.
Okay, so it's day 2 in DC. I'm with Mi Jin. Hi. And we're going to the mall.
Yeah.
Okay, when she said the mall, I was like, oh my god, let's go shopping. But it's not a shopping thing. It is literally all the monuments. But it's good being reunited.
I know, it's been so long.
I missed you. I feel like all of the videos I do with you get awesome views.
Really?
Yeah, our Philly trip did well, and then
I'm not surprised.
our Barbados trip went well. So now the DC trip is going really well. Keep you guys updated. Guess where I am? I'm at the Washington Monument. Mi Jin's over there. She's coming. Well, Mi Jin and I are by the White House. Very anticlimactic. It's like, you guys are fighting over this one house, okay? There are mad cops everywhere with guns. But yeah, this is it. It's very boring. I think this was the worst thing I've seen in all my travels. Most disappointing too.
What?
Yeah.
On my way to Bootsy Bello with hella the hoes. Try and think what I'ma tell them when they get alone. I'm a glutton for women I shouldn't yearn for. Shouldn't be tempted, but baby, I like to hurt. Or maybe cause I was searching, I found me the perfect person, but me and her didn't work out. She buried what you work for. and I carry the bitterness of a cola nut. Nigerian shit, my parents never showed much. Womanizer probably could have been a feminist, cause I respect them, but Lord, I got polygamy problems. The hoodie come from Bonnie's, spending money is therapeutic. The way the shit they don't think that you care to buy, so we buying Prada, Balenciaga like it is nada. And the Ferrari, my favorite's God, and tax problems. Pierre Moss, I dropped 10 on my last visit, and half that up in Saks. I favor black businesses. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yeah. Yeah. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Yo, look. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Spent about 2 racks on handmade do rags. Assuming I'm rooting for everybody that's black. That's everybody from sports to college class to rap and back.